Well, I was became very interested in the chestburster scene, obviously as a follow up to 1752 and the Psycho shower scene. But it very quickly became obvious that you can't really quite tackle the chestburster in the same way. I mean, those are very different beasts, as it were. And I'm not really interested in making behind the scenes documentaries. I think there's been plenty of them, obviously about specifically a movie like Alien. But I became very interested very quickly in the mythological roots of Alien and the symbiosis, the very strange symbiosis that occurred between Dan O'Bannon, H.R. Giger, and Ridley Scott that gave us an Alien. So it's a film that really taps into myth, into the resonance of myth, and into our collective unconscious. You start following certain threads, and because this is a film that deals with the unconscious, much of what happened in the making of Memory actually turned out to be driven by the unconscious in many ways. And so one of the things that intrigued me very early on is the connection to Francis Bacon's triptych, the three studies for figures at the base of a crucifixion, which was an extremely important triptych that came out in 1944 that was an influence that on the chestburster itself. It's a triptych that represents the Furies, the Greek Furies. When something like this happens, I become very interested in why would Ridley Scott show a triptych or show this kind of a painting to Giger? Is there something potentially to explore there? I'm not going to give it away, obviously, because Memory does that. But you start exploring these particular threads. So, via that particular painting, I started looking at Greek mythology and the influences of Greek mythology and the resonance of Greek myth on Alien. And then also working with the Giger estate, we went further into Egyptian mythology as well. There's a lot that happened in what Will Lynn, who is with the Joseph Campbell Foundation, who's in the film, calls the cauldron of stories that was in Dan's imagination and Giger's as well in creating Alien.